Hello and welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. This is Rani joining us. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of classes offered daily in various places, in person and online, depending on the day. Stop by the tip jar while you're online to make contributions, or set up recurring contributions. And for the folks on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll start out today sitting. Sit so that you're comfortable. You don't have to sit exactly like this. You might sit up on some props like Yanni's doing, or sit on the floor, or might kneel. Whatever's comfortable for you. Feel your contact with the ground. Let your hands rest where that's comfortable. If you like to, close your eyes. Observe your breath. Allowing it to slow down and get deeper. Taking in the movements that come with each breath and the sensations that accompany those movements. Scan your body to take in whatever other sensations are present for you. In particular, noting anything that doesn't feel so good so that you can stay mindful of these things as we practice, knowing that you can skip or modify whatever you might need to find the practice that's best for you and take care of your body. Whatever arises internally or externally, it's just part of the practice, something else to be integrated. But if you find something that arises that is taking your attention away from your breathing, away from observing your body, just gently redirect back to focusing inward as many times as you need to. If there's an intention of your own that you wish to set for today's practice, you can add that now. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound. Let your eyes open if they're closed. There's one more person joining us. Let your chin come down towards your chest and begin to make some slow, gentle circles with your head. Roll your ear towards your shoulder and look up towards your ceiling, on over towards the other shoulder. Really take your time. If you should come across any tight spots, you can pause at the tight spot to rock back and forth. When you finish the next circle, change direction. When you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Reach your arms out to the sides, rest your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm out and up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale to bring yourself upright. As you exhale, come into a twist. Right hand on the ground behind you, left hand on your right leg. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale and invite your body more deeply into the twist. Just to the point that feels like enough. Not forcing anything. Investigating what feels like enough. Let your twist unwind. Begin now, reach your left arm out and up. And exhale to reach to your right. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, see about twisting some more. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Let's continue with that for a few more breaths. After your next exhale, sit up again. Rest your hands on the floor in front of you. Just walk them forward as far as you can, wherever that might be. Let your neck relax, let your head hang. Breathe into the back of your body, wherever you're getting the most sensation back there. Inhaling, walk your hands back and press yourself upright again. And take your time to make your way up onto your hands and knees. Hips above knees, shoulders above wrists. If that's too much on your wrists, wrists could be further forward. Reach back with your left foot, press against the ball of your foot. On your next inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. So your arm is parallel to the ground. You want to go further on the next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach straight back in the air so your leg is parallel to the ground. To go even further, you could bend your knee and reach back and see if you can grab your foot, kick against your hand, lift your knee and your chin. Release, and let your knee and your hand down. Reach back and press into your right foot. Ball of the foot against the ground. And then now reach your left arm to the side. If you like, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back. If you like, bend your knee, reach back, see about taking the time and additional stretching. Release and lower down. Step your left foot up between your hands. You could use blocks under your hands here to make the transition easier. Step your right foot up next to your left, hang out in the forward fold. Sway back and forth, bend one leg and bend the other leg. Let your arms and your head hang heavy down towards the ground. Maybe you move a little, maybe you move a lot. That it feels right for you. Inhale, lift up halfway, press your hands to the front of your legs. Let the crown of your head reach forward away from your tailbone. Exhale, relax down. Now roll up to standing, hands overhead, palms together. Oops. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and head, one off the other. Let your hands down at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Shift it back, let it down. Then your left shoulder up, back, and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Or if you like, you can take equal arms, intertwine your arms, press your hands together. Reach forward with your elbows and your hands, forward and up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up with your hands. Lift up your heart. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale to bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Make your way to plank. Let your hips come down in line with your shoulders and your knees. Let your knees down if that shorter plank serves you better. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Press into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height is okay in your lower back. Each time we go through. I had quite a vigorous practice a couple hours ago, so my body is pretty limbered up already before we begin this one. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. And walk that dog a bit, hold your feet up and down. And She still walked about with the puppy in class with us. Hopefully she didn't hear that. Inhale, bend your knees, look up towards your hands. Make your way to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Make your way into planks. When you're ready, exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands. Make your way to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Make your way to plank. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, open your heart. Exhaling, back and up to downward dog. Take 3 cleansing breaths and make your way to child's pose. Vary that child's pose however you like, listening to your body to see what's needed or wanting. Observe your breath, scan your body, see how everything's feeling. And now bring yourself forward and up, back to table. And we'll explore the sequence here with some twists. It's a spinal twist that leads into an arm extension. So the twist starts at the waist, works its way up to with the spine, and then into the arm. We'll go to your left first. So inhale and twist through your lower back, middle back, upper back, then reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, come down, reach across under your body behind the other arm. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open up, reach up, look up. Exhale, come down and thread the needle, reach across. Nice and gently, let the left side down, let the left shoulder down, left side of your head down on the floor. If your head doesn't quite reach the floor, shift your hip forward until it does. You could stay like that. If you want to explore some more, you can reach back and press into the ball with your right foot. So you can pick the foot up and reach back into the air. That's a little unsteady. It might roll over on your back by accident. Or you can bring that right foot over by your left hand. You can skip all that, keep both knees on the floor. You could keep this right hand planted here, stabilizing you, or reach it up towards the sky, and like an owl turning its head. Explore rotating the arm in the shoulder socket. Or explore a half pine, bringing the back of your hand to your back. And you can do this arm extension without the leg or the leg without the arm. Or skip them both or do them both. I'm doing both extensions. We'll just rewind from there. Nice and slowly. If you move the right hand, bring it back. Plant it to stabilize yourself. And then if you moved the right leg, bring it back in the center line. And bring the knee back down to the floor. Press into that right hand. Big inhale. Open up. Reach up. Look up again at that hand. Exhale, come down. Back to table. Take a few breaths of cow pose and cat pose. And we'll repeat the sequence going to the other side. After the next exhale, come back to table. Going now to your right, remember to start at the waist, work up the spine into the arm extension. Inhale, twist through lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, reach your right arm out and up, look up towards your hand. Exhale, come down, and reach across, and do it 2 more times. Slowly and gently, let you hold it down, let your head down. And we have the same options. You can reach back and press into your left foot. Reach back in the air with that foot. Or bring that left foot over by your right. You can keep your left hand where it is, or reach up and explore rotating. Or take a half time. If you have moved your left hand, bring it back and plant it. If you have moved your left leg, bring it back. Let the knee down. Pressing into your left hand, big inhale. Open up, reach up, look up one last time. Exhale, come down to table. And take some cow and cat breaths. Now let's step the right foot forward, and then the left coming through forward fold. Now lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet on the floor. Getting ready to play retreat pose. So you're welcome to step over by the wall or a handy piece of furniture to have it there to reach out to and steady yourself if needed. When you're ready, let the weight come into your left leg. Keeping that knee soft. Pick up your right knee, take your time. Open it out to the side. Bring right foot to left leg. Maybe heel on the ground. No, heel on the ankle, toes on the ground. Or sole of the foot on the calf. Or sole of your foot on your thigh. Let the knee tracking out to the side, whatever position the foot's in. So no matter how high or low the foot is, the knee should be out here. Keep your hands pressing in here for steadiness, or explore other shapes, explore movement. Maybe there's a lot of breeze in the branches. Start over as many times as needed. Try as many different variations as you like. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to the heart. Pivot your knee forward. Reach your foot forward. You're going to go from tree on one leg to warrior three on the other. Tip forward onto the right foot. Let your torso follow. Tip forward. Come up off of your left foot. Reach back through the sole of your foot. Picture your body parallel to the floor. Now, I didn't set up for it. You could have blocks here under your hands. I didn't bring my blocks up there. But you could. You could also have your hand on the wall. Piece of furniture to help steady yourself. And you can start over as many times as you need, just like retreat. Could explore different arm expressions. I'm saying that belatedly just before coming out. There's no one brand new here on Zoom today. We'll do that. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, stand. Shake things out. Before we do that, the opposite leg. So now if you want to bring your blocks up there, stand your blocks up. Where you're going to end up for your warrior three. If you like, if you know you don't need them, or maybe you're using different support. Bring your hands to your heart. Shift weight from one leg to the other as many times as you like. Preparing for tree on your right leg. When you're ready, bring the weight there to the right leg. Pick up the left knee, take your time. Open it to the side. Bring your foot to your right leg. Take whatever arm expression you like. It might be the same as the other side, it might not be. One side might wobble more than the other, that's no problem. Bring your hands back to your heart if they're elsewhere. Pivot your left knee forward. Reach your left foot forward. And slowly, gently tip onto your left leg. Reach your right leg up and back. Do what you like with your hands, your arms, your support. Maybe grabbing blocks, a chair, a wall. If you're steady without support, you can explore different arm movements. Of course, you can always have one hand for support and one hand exploring. depending on where you're at. You might reach back or reach to the sides or reach forward. Exhale, lower your foot. Inhale, slowly stand and shake as needed. Drink as needed. If you're very thirsty, standing on one leg. One more standing pose before we sit down, start to cool down. I'm going to take a deep heart opener called supported camel. So camel is opposed to you kneeling down, but this is a standing variation. And we're going to use our hands to support our backs. So two ways you can do this. One is just putting your hands on the small of your back like this. Maybe if you have back pockets with your hands there. Most of our yoga poses are in the back pockets. If you want a deeper stretch in your hands, wrists, forearms, you could put your hands to your back with the fingers pointing up, but only if that feels okay for you. There's a lot of force on the forearms, the wrists, and hands. So whichever hand placement works better for you. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, relax against the support of your hands. Just repeat that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. And keep breathing. Maybe there's some more movement, or maybe you already found how far you're going to go. Don't strain anything, just explore your own edge as you like. It's your comfort zone. Big inhale, slowly upright, and release your hands. Now, if your hands feel a little numb, especially if they were pointing up, they would. You can shake them out, or you can knock them on your legs or something. Play drums on your belly, whatever you want to do. Wake the hands up if they. There's a lot of force if you're doing the fingers up. Tend to be some numbness or tingling in there by the time you're done with that. Okay, let's have a seat. Not quite cool down time, but sitting down time. Let's do a little bit tripping over the tongue. Now let's do a little bit of core focus before the cooling down stuff. Plant the soles of your feet so your knees are sticking up. And reach your arms forward next to your knees. So your arms are about parallel to the floor. You want the soles of your feet planted, not the soles of your feet together. Yeah, there you go. And then sit back as far as you can without picking up your feet or tipping over. Just find that balancing point. Keep the spine long. Doesn't matter what angle you're at, it will be different for everybody. We're all shaped differently. And here too, you're going to challenge yourself as much or as little as you want. Lift your feet a little bit, take a couple breaths. At any time, you can let your feet down. At any time, you can grab your legs with your hands and let your arms help your legs. Make it the highest your feet can go and go halfway there. Take a couple breaths. Lift those feet just as high as you can for a couple breaths. Just shake it into a humor in your line. Lower your feet halfway for a couple of breaths. Lower most of the way, not all the way if you can help it. Take a couple of breaths. It's like a tease. The feet are almost down, but not quite. Let your feet down. Let your hands down. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Reach under your ankles if you can, or over your ankles if that's better. And walk your hands forward along that mat. Like a pretzel. Let your head drop. Make sure your neck disengages. Breathe into wherever you're getting the most sensation in the back of your body. Just like with the seated forward fold we did near the beginning. Maybe that sensation's in a different spot than with the first fold. Maybe it's the same. Slowly walk your hands back and press yourself upright to the seat. Keep your feet together, bring them in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat, bring the bones in the seat closer to the floor, the pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with a long spine. See how far that goes, that long spine. Take your time. And when the long spine has stopped lowering, let your head lower and breathe into your hips. And now slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees, let the arms do the work. Lift your knees towards each other. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down over your legs. Your knees can bend if they want to bend. On the inhales, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. On the exhales, think of lowering down a bit more. The breath do the work. Inhale and walk your hands up to the front of your legs. And sit yourself up. Draw your knees up again, plant your feet, and make your way down onto your back. I'm going to turn around and put my head closer to the mic as I'm lying down. And then you'll have two different perspectives. Me facing one way, Yanni facing the other way, doing the same stuff. Bring your heels in as close to your butt as they'll go. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Bring your hands to your left thigh
You draw the left knee towards you. It's not going to move a lot. Maybe your foot stays on the floor. Maybe you lift your heel. Maybe you lift the whole foot, but keep your sacrum on the floor and your shoulder blades and the back of your head as you draw that knee towards you. So it's more about what's going on in your hips than about how far the knee moves. You can think of sending your breath to your hips. Move your right hand to the inside of your right knee. And as you continue to draw your left knee towards you, nudge your right knee away from you. Let your arms relax, and if you raise your left foot, let it down. Cross your legs the other way. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Start to draw your right knee in. Breathe into your hips. Move your left hand to the inside of your left knee. Start nudging your left knee out as you draw your right knee in. Let your arms relax. Let your right foot down if it's raised. Let your left foot down. If you have blocks and you like to, you can put a block between your knees. We're gonna explore bridge pose now. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up to bridge. For a deeper heart opener, if you want to, you can wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Clasp your hands under you and reach your knuckles towards your heels. If you're clasping your hands, release them. Exhale, slowly let your hips down. Explore floating up and down the bridge at your own pace. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lower down. To make it more challenging, you can move more slowly or lift up higher. Or pause at the top. Maybe you want to pause at the bottom and make it less challenging. Next time you land, let's pause. And we'll incorporate floating bridge today. If you like, you can take a block, the other block, put it between your hands a long way. Rest that block on the first one or on your knee. And first, just the arm movement. Inhale, lift your arms up and back. So this block will come to rest on the floor up here past the top of your head. Take a couple breaths with your lungs open way up like that. And maybe it doesn't reach the ground. That's okay too. Exhaling, sweep your arms forward and down. So we'll add that movement to the hip movement of bridge. Inhale, lift your hips, fold your arms up and back. As you exhale, lower your hips, fold your arms forward and down. Continue at your own pace for a minute. Challenge yourself as you like, pause where you like for an extra breath or two. Make your next exhale down be the last one. Move your blocks out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back, massage it against the ground. And grab your strap. Let's open the strap up and run it under our feet. Hold one end of the strap in each hand. Keeping your head, shoulder blades, and sacrum on the ground. Reach your hands and feet up. Point your toes at the sky. Point your toes towards your face. Let your feet relax. Slide your feet apart. Slide your feet back towards each other. Take your left foot out of the strap. Press the back of your left leg to the floor. Put your right arm to the side. Keeping your shoulders grounded, draw your legs to the left and turn your head to the right. And as we explore hanging out here for a minute, adjust the placement of your arm and the tension on the strap to help guide your leg to however far it wants to open, not ever forcing, just inviting. You can always let things go slack and sort of take a break for a couple breaths, re-engage when you like, if you like. Take your time to bring everything back up to center. Take the strap with your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip. Keep that side anchored down. Let your limbs fall open to the right. Nice and easy. Take your time to come back up to center. Lift your left leg, step into the strap. Take your right foot out, press the right leg down. Reach your left arm to the side. Draw your leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. Bring it all back up to the center. Switch hands on the strap. Press down on the front of your right hip bone. Let your limbs fall over to the left. Very gently come back to center. Raise your right leg. Draw your knees in. Set your strap aside. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up, grab your legs or grab your feet. Play with bending and straightening your limbs in happy baby pose. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, you can make your way to your final resting pose. Maybe that's box pose, Shavasana, or maybe you choose a different resting position to enter the Shavasana phase of practice, because we use this word to name that pose and name the restful integration phase. Get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. As you find your comfortable stillness, your breath will slow down, just as it did when we became still at the start of our practice. You might just focus on your breath. We'll come back to reflect on an intention you set when we began. Focus on something else that you're choosing, or elect not to focus so much. Allow your mind to drift. Start to find some even deeper breath. Start exploring small movements. The movements gradually grow bigger and bigger. Take your time. When you're ready for some bigger movements, you can gently sit yourself up. Bring your hands up to your heart. Thank you for joining us in practice today. The life within these cities and honors the same life within each of you. Namaste.